I guess that's what I should have said a long time ago. When you do it this way, it doesn't connect, it doesn't work. So if you like it aesthetically, that's great. But if you're trying to do something that somebody will use, no one will use that. Do you like playing with pathways? I certainly do. And I've come a long way. There's some do's and don'ts that I want to show you. A couple. I was messing around in my town here. I was trying to get people from this end of town or in the neighborhood to attend this high school without driving there. And I realized that I didn't build this thing in yet, this path. Well, in the renovation, I came across a couple of mistakes, or at least one mistake here, that I don't do anymore, or I know not to do anymore. And I thought this would be a great time to show you what's going on. Do you see what's going on there? Let me show you. What I would do, well, let's talk about how pathways and roads talk to each other. What's going on? Oh, I got my tools on. I'm trying to click and drag and it's frustrating me because it won't work. And it never works when there's the tool working. So where was I? When we use pathways, we know that they only work a certain way on a road. Or that you can only connect them a certain way to a network. Right? Either you come up to a road, you can't go onto a road, you certainly can't connect to a node. You have to come up to the sidewalk. Right? You can even stop short. Right? You can stop short about half a tile, or even maybe a whole tile. Is that? Oh, look at that. How about here? I think that's too far. Definitely. Right? So, it's like the pathway is reaching out to the roadway. In actual fact, they're reaching out towards each other, but you really can't see that communication here. You can see it with a dirt road, but you can't really see it with a road. The thing, we take that for granted, that kind of connection. And you can do this connection with a tram track. You can do this with platforms of rail stations. But the one thing you can't do that to, have it reach out and connect, is another pathway. And that's what was wrong back there. Because what I would try to do, or what I would do, is I'd try to, instead of attach to the node, right, I would just come up close and not touch. Oop. No, they're not going to like me doing that. Halfway? No. But you know what I mean, right? They're actually... Oh, I need guides, don't I? Right? They're close to each other, but they're not touching. But they visually look like they work. I used to do that all the time. I thought that was a neat little trick, and I used to do things like this. I'm going to show you on a low residential lot. But I used to do this around big high-rises. I would come in and I would try to put in a pathway without destroying the buildings. I shut everything off so I can put my... Now if I come through, I can't, right? It's either one building goes or both building goes. I can't bring my pathway through here. So I would stop short and then come in from the other side. And if I went to the node, of course, it would take out that building. But I would stop it there. And what that would do is connect it. Or make it look like it's connected. Because they are certainly not connected. They're connected visually. And to explain that, or to understand why that's happening, is because there's a handshake. Right? It's not that the roadway or the other piece that a pathway can connect to, right, the other network, reaches out towards the pathway, like in these dirt roads, right? And in order for it to connect, they both have to reach out for each other. You see this? That looks connected, ditto, 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 ditto. But you can definitely tell that the pathway is connected to that road. And this one is definitely connected to here. Right? But none of these are actually connected. If they were, these people who live here would take this, whatever I made, and go shop here. But it's disconnected. They won't do it. Now, the way I know that is because the only way you can't connect a pathway to a dead end, right? The only way a pathway will connect to a network is at the node, right? So if we bring this node close enough, we should, it'll snap to one side, disconnect it completely, right? There's no pathway reaching for nothing. Bring it over here, and it reaches to that side. It definitely connects and breaks, right? You cannot connect to the foot end of a dead end. But when you connect to a road or something like that, they both reach for each other. It's a handshake. And the only thing a pathway can't do is handshake itself. Does that make sense? If not, you need a pathway to connect to a pathway node in order to work. You can't bring them close. They literally have to snap to the pathway or snap to a node. But this dynamic, so what I would have to do here in order to get this to work, oh good. That is connected now. That is connected now. I wonder if I can go in between. Or get both sides. Can I get both sides? No. I gotta figure out how to do that. Wonder if I could. It's not important. Definitely not important. So that's connected. These are connected. So sooner or later, if I remember, I'll come check on this. There's nobody walking on this now, and there hasn't been anybody walking on this like forever. But where could I show you this dynamic working out? I think it's right in my neighborhood. Here we go. Here we have the dirt road, and it's reaching out towards the pathway. Unfortunately, there's no connection. So if they live there, they have to walk all the way down to here, to this node, and then cross to the sidewalk, and then walk up to this side, and then go home. Can we be so lucky? No, not today. And vice versa. If anybody on this side of the street wants to join this path, they got to walk around this road and then join this way. Why? Because the node is out here. It's far enough away, which is interesting, where they can't connect to the roadway. But there, the node is right there. Now I want somebody to come up. But seeing that that's a node point where the roadway turned, that's pretty much the only place they can cross. Here we go. Oh, they tried. See that? They tried. But there was no handshake. There was no completion. Now, in order for me to make that work, I'd like to see a couple more people do that. But I'm going to fix that just by moving the node. I'll grab this node. I'm just going to rotate it over, pull it over until, there we go, it snapped. Now they're both reaching towards each other. That should be a connection. I want to see this work. And then do I need to pull it out to the dead end? Maybe just to prove a point. Like the dump. I'm trying to find places for it. I don't know where to put it quite yet. But I'm kind of reclaiming this neighborhood. Is anybody going to use that path? Come on, somebody make me look good. It's like watching paint dry. Thank you. See how she did that? We should be able to get a couple more, I think. I hope. Definitely connection. Now, if I pulled that up to here, see it broke the connection again? Maybe I'm too far, so I'll just put that node right there touching. Yeah, see? At the dead end, it just won't make a connection. Kind of wondering, do I want this connection? No, that's a little stubby, but that still should work, I think. Does it? We'll soon know if somebody actually has to walk all the way down there. Oh yeah, no, that's a connection. I can see the bump. The nubbin. Yeah, it's connected. What are you doing? That was interesting. Oh, I guess, yeah, the pathway would be quicker than the sidewalk. So yeah, that makes sense. Move that node in and break it. Breaks the connection. Right? So you understand you need a node to hook to a roadway. But when you make pathway to pathway, they gotta snap. So that would explain why I've never ever seen anybody walk across that. Well, I guess that's what I should have said a long time ago. When you do it this way, it doesn't connect, it doesn't work. So if you like it aesthetically, that's great. But if you're trying to do something that somebody will use, no one will use that. Just like nobody used the dead ends. Whoa, way out here. Are they using them now? Yep. They certainly are. That one. So I should repair that, shouldn't I? Wonder how long it'll take to... Oh, you're not gonna like me, are you? Really? Can I do it this way? Oh, thank you. So this will connect to the side of the road anyways. And that one looks pretty much the same as it did before. But now it works. And eventually, if we wait here long enough, someone just might walk down that road. Oh wait, do I have to wait long? Oh my gosh. Yes, see, now it works. Oh wow, they've been waiting for that for quite some time now. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I think I need to do something about those houses. Okay, before I go, I wanted to show you or make another clip